I joined as a system engineer. At that time, we were around 60, and now we have one team of 850 plus engineers and working professionals. So we can say that we are working in one direction with one dream. The culture in ITBT is totally helping others, the go giver things, the supportive nature for each and everyone. I feel valued when my CEO comes to my desk and shaking hand and start conversation with me.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Culture and Career Corner podcast. I'm your host, Anamika, and I'm really glad you're spending this time with us today. Today's episode is a special one as we are joined by Neeraj, our senior technical team lead from Chandigarh office. Neeraj's journey is a powerful example of growth, resilience, and what it truly means to take ownership of your own career. From building strong technical foundations to returning to IT by design in a leadership role, his story reflects how experience, mindset, and culture come together to shape meaningful careers. Welcome to the show, Neeraj. It's great to have you here with us today.
Hey Namika, thank you for a wonderful opening.
Thank you. I hope I did a good job.
Yep, you always did.
Oh, great. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be, doing this podcast with you today and learning a little bit more about you on a personal and a professional level. So let's just, jump right in. So let's start with your career journey, Neeraj. I know this is your second innings with IT by Design. So can you just, share with all of us, what made you, come back to IT by Design and how your role has evolved over these years?
All right, so starting from 2015, so I received a call from Mamta HR, and the opening is here, and we have the internal IT position for you. So I just came to the interview, and Vikram Mehra was the SDM here, and he took interview, and we finalized all these things, and I joined the ITBT, and I love that role because I'm on the same background doing the internal IT task and all these things. And I joined as a system engineer. At that time, we were around 60, and now we have one team of 850 plus engineers and working professionals. So it's we can say that we are working in one direction with one dream.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, thank
I
you.
have received another call in 2024 from Adhika that we have an opening for you. It's a updated position, the TL position. So if you wanted to join, so I'm happily accept that on that call. I'm happy you called me. So let's conclude all these things. So Steve took another round of interviews and we finalized all these things. And I'm here. So I can relate my first inning with second like a scope of work. I'm doing internality task, but it's like a lot of changes as a market having facing now AI thing. So we have a lot of changes, lot of implementations, and a lot of things that we need to do with latest technology. So all about the journey from system engineer to senior TL.
Wow, that is amazing. And I love, how honest you are, Neeraj, about, sharing your journey. It was just so wonderful. And I think the way you described this as your second innings, starting as a system engineer, like in the end, what you said in 2015 and, returning in 2024, right, as a senior TTL. I think this just shows not, just career progression, but growth and confidence, I'm sure, responsibility, and most important, leadership as well. And I think there's something very powerful about coming back stronger with updated skills and a broader perspective as well. It really speaks, to long-term career building. I'm sure the Neeraj in 2015 versus the Neeraj in 2024 in the second innings who joined. I think two different people in a lot of aspects. Would you agree with me on that?
Yep, I can relate all these things. But when I'm joining the ITBT, it's like returning homes. So it's feeling with I'm know many of my old colleagues. They have like now upgraded their profile as well. So it's good to working with them, and it's like a returning back to home for me.
Wow, that's amazing. Beautiful. Of course, you mentioned, that IT by design feels like home, family to you from your experience, right? So, something that we are very proud at IT by design is our culture, right? Our people first culture. So, Neeraj, how would you describe the culture at IT by design?
As per my understanding, the culture in ITBT is totally the helping other, the go-giver things, the supportive nature for each and everyone. So we are not here coming for work. We are coming for fun. We are coming for creating new relations, new learning for new technologies, and we are committed for everyone's growth. So ITBT always consider people first. So that is the point. We are feel happy. We are engaged with a good company.
That's amazing. So, what you mentioned, what I could take from what you were just sharing was the feeling of being valued, right? Because it feels like home and it feels like, family, right? As for me, if you say that, when people are actually supported or they feel supported, both professionally and personally as well, not just professional, right? I think everybody naturally gives their best, the best output, be it professional or be it personal as well. And I think that sense of trust and genuine care is something at IT by design. We often hear from a lot of people. I think, but when someone who has experienced twice in his life, like you twice. I think two chapters of different types of roles and careers that you have. I think it carries more weight. So thank you so much for sharing that from your perspective. And I think our listeners, would also be very happy to hear all of that about the culture. And this is something that we are always very proud of, our people first culture. Okay, now this is actually my favorite part of the conversation because this is where I, sort of get to learn a lot of, things, takeaways, mindsets, from a lot of people who come on the show, right? So I call them, the three life lessons, of course, you know it. And that's what I'm going to ask you about your top three life lessons. But how I put it is, I call them, your aha moments, basically, AHA, your aha moments, um, that actually shape Neeraj, who is professionally and personally today, as a person. So what would be those aha moments, Neeraj, for you who shaped Neeraj today?
I can say that if we are considering the aha moment for me, the first thing I feel valued when my CEO comes to my desk and shaking hand and start conversation with me. So it's connects me personally as well as professionally. So he check with me my health things, my family things, and my professional things. So that creates another feeling and value. So this is the most like touching moment for me. So I'm grateful to having Sunny and Cam in leadership, top leadership. So that is a good thing for me.
I mean, if you can share a little bit more about your life lessons.
Supportive environment, that is a value of relationship and teamwork, where we are happy to help anyone and we are happy to receive the same thing from anyone on the floor. Just a short example, doing any technical thing, I'm stuck in between. I need another hand to do this thing, or might be I'm not good on that technology. Then I'm just going to floor and searching who is the best with Exchange, who is the best in SQL. So I'm just walking to them and describing my situation. This is where I'm stuck. Now I need bit help. and they happily do that thing for me. So that is a supportive thing or supportive nature teamwork we have. The another thing, the ownership. If I can say that ownership is like a I'm owning the task, I'm value my thing as well as I'm value for your thing. The same I'm relating with the relationship. If I'm going to anyone, he's taking the ownership of my issue. He's helping me. Primary owner is doing the thing, but the additional owner of that task is also happy to help. That is a life lesson. And another thing is we are listening on daily basis the AI thing, the continuous learning of AI automations that can reduce our workload as well as a new phase of life is AI.
Agreed. And I think, first of all, thank you for sharing those amazing, really practical and grounded life lessons. And my takeaways is the first is what you said, that value relationships and teamworks, right? Because I think why is it important? Because success is rarely a solo journey, right? And then the second one that you said was taking ownership. And why is it important, according to me, is because growth basically follows responsibility, right? That's why it's important to take ownership. And then never stop learning, lifelong learner, like Sunny says to everyone. Be a lifelong learner, right? Because technology and roles will constantly evolve, and that's how people will also evolve, right? So, what got you here cannot get you there, right? So you gotta constantly evolve. Thank you so much. Those are amazing, amazing, incredible life lessons, Neeraj. And thank you once again, Neeraj, for sharing your journey so openly today. Your second innings, I think our viewers must have also enjoyed it. And I feel that your story reflects, what Culture and Career Corner with IT by Design, the podcast, is all about. It's about growth, it's about ownership, and it's about staying grounded while moving forward the way you did in your journey, right?
Yeah.
And to everyone listening, thank you for tuning into another episode of Culture and Career Corner podcast. If today's episode resonated with you, make sure to subscribe so you do not miss more inspiring journeys from within IT by Design. Until next time, keep learning, stay curious, take ownership of your growth, and we will see you soon on another episode of Culture and Career Corner podcast. Thank you so much, Neeraj, for joining us today once again. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Namika. Thank you.